Welcome to Friday Fails, ... But
why?
To the chalk. Oh! Man, you're always really good at the butt whys, and that's why you're here butt whying us. This is Cody, I'm Tyler. If you're new here on this brand new channel, what we do is take subscriber submitted videos and we break them down to help improve the chances of you not busting your rear ever again. You probably will, but we're gonna try to help you not, right?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And before you go, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, this is a new channel coming from our The MX Factory how-to channel. I'm sure you guys maybe have seen it. If not, make sure you go check that out. But do hit the subscribe button. That really helps this channel grow and keep moving forward so we can keep doing these for you guys.
Hey you! Hit the button. You gotta tell them more like that. Stop being, you're just beating around the bush. Hey you!
Hit the button.
That's more like it.
He asked me to go, so I went. Let's go. First video, we got Wade. Hi, my name is Wade. I've been riding for a couple months now, and this is my 5th time in an actual track. Had a pretty bad crash, and I'm wondering if you guys could break it down for me. What did I do wrong, man? Come on, Wade, let's go.
Ready, set, go.
All right, Wade, here it is. Need some volume. We gotta hear the
down like a sack of potatoes. Get off the track, Wade, get off the track.
Run, Wade, run to the top, over there. Okay. All right, let's break this down. He's dead over here.
Wade is a speed bump waiting to happen.
All right, so go ahead. I know this guy knows first mistake. First mistake is?
Well, we're gonna go last mistake right now. This is his last mistake. Wade is taking a little dirt nap, but I'm sure there's about a 99% chance he's still conscious. I don't care if your bone's sticking out or whatever, just run off the track.
Or
get
crawl.
off, just get off the track. Whatever you do, just get off the track. That's the most dangerous spot you can be in right there.
Yeah, so that's after you've crashed, right? So we know that's probably the most dangerous part, right? Would you agree that after the fall has happened, you're in the most vulnerable spot you could possibly be in? And the reason for that is you got on average probably a 180-pound human with a 240-pound bike coming towards you at a rate of, let's just say average 30 miles an hour.
So that's basically like 1,200 pounds of force, just bang, right on you.
Exactly, 1,200 pounds of force in the rib cage.
I did that equation using algebra that I learned in 9th grade.
This is right before he dropped out, folks. And then
it's actually 1,234 pounds.
Not bad, not bad. All right, so let's break down the crash. What happened in the crash? Let's just go back here. The camera person's pretty,
Oh, he let off at the top of the face, probably.
Yeah,
can't really tell, but.
He likely let off, and part of that's to do with the fact that we can't hear a dang thing on
got the old
computer.
huckabuck. Man, I tell you what, these eye things, man, they're highly technological.
Oh no, we can't hear it either way. He's too far away.
It looks like he did the old huckabuck.
He did the huckabuck, but what do we always go back to? You can make a mistake if you're in good position and you're strong in those positions and recover from it. We all get the huckabuck, we all get the high wheel, we all land sideways, we all overjump, we all case. But until you've built your foundation, until you've built strength in the muscles that can take the hit, you're always gonna have an issue like this. Maybe you get away with it most of the time, but you're always gonna have an issue like this. And this one just kind of bucks you off to the side. And then we've got, now it's dangerous not only for you, but for the riders coming because they can't see your bikes on the backside of a jump. You've got to get up out of the way, run around to the front of the jump, wave them down if there's not flaggers there. You've got to make sure that you're saving people and yourself. So my big tip would spend more time in good attack position. And that's just riding around on flat ground, building the muscles. Once you have strength in the parts of your body that support that position, then when you hit, you're able to hold that position and not collapse and let the rebound of the bike take over, right? The input from the bike buck you off, which is what happened there. That's my opinion. That's my thought. That's my breakdown.
You've got to build a sturdy foundation for the house, or when an earthquake happens, the house is going to crumble.
But if you have good insurance, a lot like this, you can get put back together.
Yeah.
But if you don't have good insurance, you're screwed both ways.
Agreed.
All right, moving on to the next one. That was great. That was the best breakdown we've done on these 2 episodes.
Very philosophical.
since we've started these 2 episodes. Am I right or am I wrong? All right, fail el numero dos. Here we go.
WW.
Trevor Lewis. Hey guys, I was in 2nd place at WW Ranch in Jacksonville, Florida, and well, yeah, check it out. LMAO! Exclamation mark.
WW.
WW is a cool track.
I've been there. I met Junior. Cool guy. Great place.
Junior. Oh, Junior. I've been to Florida a lot, but they built this after I left. Ooh, this is a long one. About how far should I scrub in? Let me see.
Ripping. Oh, man, it's never good when you see feet in the sky.
Oh man, those are one of those where you're like, today it's going really good. Yeah, I'm having fun. Ouch!
Catapulted.
That quick, right? Like,
Catapulted on the old 2-banger.
all right, so let's just back it up. GoPros are hard to tell.
I can see exactly kind of what happened there. There's a roller in the straightaway, and he was seated, and he kind of compressed, and then...
Was he seated?
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't. It's hard to tell. We can't see his bike. Oh, yeah, he just got cross-threaded at the base of that roller, it looks like.
Yeah. So I'll start. You can follow.
Okay.
I got one thing that you might not be thinking of in turning rollers. Maybe it's because I'm from Florida and you're not.
Probably. I'm a Texan. We ride
So what
on
you've
concrete.
got to watch out for in Florida is there's alligators, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times they like to hide underneath the rollers, right? And they'll come up and they'll bite your front wheel and pull it sideways.
They'll tail whip you too if you don't
They'll
watch
tail
it.
whip you, and so when you get down, they hit you with their tail and they walk off. And that's exactly what happened here.
That was a gator. Okay.
So that's all I've got.
Man, that was a fast alligator slithering. We're going to need a frame-by-frame analysis on this one.
No, okay, I'm going to go back for one more thing. I have one more thing on top of the gator. So when you're going through a sweeping turn that has bumps like that, it's very important for you to know how to bring your front tire to the top of each bump. If you let the tire drop down in a hole, the chances of you dropping that tire down in the hole while you're on a lean, especially in a high-speed sweeper like this, of that front tire getting caught, just as it did here, are a lot higher than if you're going straight. So if you're leaning and the front tire's not coming straight up at you, it's deflecting out, that tire can kind of knife and you end up having, what happened here. So the big thing is you want this motion coming through the corner. You want to kind of stay off the back of the bike, keep the front end light, and make sure that your front tire is staying out of those holes. And we can't tell his body position. It could have very well been up on the front of the bike. You need to be behind the foot pegs with your hips when you're going through something like that, so the front end is a little lighter.
Yep.
Definitely dropping the heels too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
looks like you just dropped the front end at a bad time, and yeah, you got to make sure you're in the right gear too. That way you're not running out of power dropping the front end. Sometimes unwillingly, just because you're revving out. But yeah, 100%.
I agree. All right, fail number 3. We got Tucker Goddard.
My name is Chicka Slim. Okay, never mind.
Okay, yeah, we got Tucker Goddard here, and this is a video from when I was on 85, so I think I know what happened, but I'm not sure. If you could please put it in Friday Fails. The answer is yes. You're one of the chosen ones, Tucker. All right, here we go.
That was the drum roll, even though nobody asked for it.
All right. Ooh, indoors.
Ooh.
Always bad. It's never a good crash.
Look at those. Whoever laid down those chalk lines, great job.
Really good.
Great straight lines.
They're probably not watching this, but really good job. I hope they comment. I
Which
actually
one's
did the
Tucker?
chalk.
Oh my Lord. You did the old candlestick.
Oh, the old candlestick. We got a buddy we named Candlestick. He does the same thing on mountain bikes. Let's
Candlestick to Huckabuck.
Man, that is just worst case scenario too.
There's no room for error with indoor racing of any type. Everything is so condensed.
So let's just bring it back to the beginning of this section.
Right in front of the crowd too. That's the.
Yeah, you had the whole crowd.
You picked a good spot to crash right there.
All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Oh, he kind of sat down.
Yeah, well,
he sat down and yanked up.
He got out of balance there in the air, and then he broke forward at the knees, and he kind of came forward, and then he was just dead sailoring right there.
T-Rex arm, and then he landed into T-Rex arms, and then got the old extended T-Rex arm.
The old whiskey throttle.
Little whiskey throttle. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do about that other than just spending some time on some easier jumps, landing front wheel first.
Keep the head down, keep the knees back in the transition between the jumps there, and that probably wouldn't have happened. His body position broke, and that's what put him there.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest beginner mistakes that I see is that people don't spend enough time learning how to land front wheel first.
That's important.
Like safely landing front wheel first, not like, endoing into it and just calling it. You need to be able to do that every time, because when you get into the double or the rhythm lane, you can't land front wheel first because it slaps front end down. Just kind of like what happened here before you got bucked into the stands. Did you hit anyone in the stands? Just let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. But yeah, that one's it for that one. I'm glad you're alive.
Glad you made it out.
Glad you made it out. Dirt bike crash for Friday Fails. Hey guys, my name is Aiden and I'm just wondering what I did wrong. There was a rut on the face of this jump and I missed it, so I went off sideways. If you could tell me what I did wrong, that's it. That's all it says. If you could tell me what I did wrong.
All in the subject.
All in the subject.
Well, good job.
Good job, Aiden. You got it here. That's what's important. He already kind of told us what he did wrong, but
well, let's see.
Let's see if he's actually knows what's going on here.
All right,
you always know it's gonna be good when there's a quad.
There's a quad and it's a cell phone video, so it's gonna be legit.
Yeah, anytime there's a quad parked next to the jump, you know what kind of video this is gonna be.
Oh!
Slow down!
Oh my Lord.
My Lanta.
You are not scared. And if you are, you're just a psycho.
That was incredible. I gotta watch
wow. The bike was cutting out. I heard that. Sounded like, that's reeds. That sounds like reeds right there.
I mean, form wasn't too far off. You were just jumping into the bushes.
Yeah. Woo!
And when he landed, it wasn't too far off.
Yeah.
You just landed in the bushes.
You were about 2 or 3 feet short on that landing. You got a little kick there, but talk about, man, being fully committed.
Man, that made me nervous.
He did exactly what he should have done, though. He let off right before the jump, and then he powered up the face.
But the bike cut out.
The bike was cutting out.
And maybe there was a rut there, but still, if the bike was running well, I think you might have rode this one out. Especially if there wasn't a bush there.
Yeah.
So you saw you were going to the bush. This is a very common thing. You know when you're like jumping and you think you're gonna land on someone, you just freeze up. You're trying to steer the bike. You're like this, and then you start to turn the bike underneath you. You're leaning away from it. It's the same thing you did with this bush. You just naturally leaned away from that bush, which made the bike go even more sideways. Mm-hmm. If you've watched any videos of guys about to land on someone, they'll do the same thing. They'll kind of like freeze up and try to pull the bike the other way, which is what you did, but you didn't quite pull it back to the middle of the landing there. So you had that little cross up, swap out, smasher at the end.
When in doubt, throttle out didn't work out that time.
No, when in doubt, throttle out didn't work, but that's okay. I mean, I think I would give him an A for effort on like recovery.
Yeah, that was pretty sick, not gonna lie.
You can tell you're not like, you've jumped before, which is nice. You just haven't jumped into the bushes enough yet to know how to do that correctly.
Yeah, you gotta be an experienced bush jumper.
You gotta be able to just ride right through the bushes.
It happens sometimes.
It happens to me all the time.
That's weird.
It's getting weird. You're right. It's definitely getting weird. All right, well, we hope that helped. All right, we got one more for this episode. We've got a guy you guys may have never heard of. His name is Ken Roczen.
Big fan.
And I just want to say, Ken, if you ever see this, which I hope you do, but I also hope you don't at the same time, we're not trying to bring this back up and stress you out, but it is something that people need to know why it happened. So I'm sure there's many people like pausing, rewinding, fast forward, and they don't know why this crash happened. So here we go. It is Ken Roczen.
Right there, see into gap, holds up ceiling. Oh,
man.
Oh my goodness. That is just.
I'd have to say one of the most epic comebacks in the history of the sport happened after this.
And still happening. You know what I mean?
Holds up ceiling.
So there's ruts in the transition of those two jumps, and you know how when you get ruts in the transitions, how they square out, yeah.
I think that was part of it, and I also think that he expected that face to have more support at the top. Like, I feel like that
a little steeper at the top.
Yeah, I think he came off the jump sooner than he expected. So the face had gotten, maybe people were casing on top of it or whatever, and it had taken the peak of the face off. You know, it's so hard to make a decision when you're in such a pressure situation like he is all the time when he's racing, that, you know, these little things happen. But I think you got two things. You got the square in the bottom, which you mentioned. You've got really three things. You've got a misjudgment on how the jump is actually formed throughout the day, because I'm sure he hit this jump 15 times even in this, he's 11, yeah, he's already hit it 10 times even in the main event. And so, you know, that changes through time, and his line choice might have changed, so that kind of maybe threw him off. And then you've got just the bad decisions in the moment, which is just kind of like one of those things, if you're not so sharp, I mean, for these guys, it's down to like what they ate that day. Are they hydrated? Like, it's just that little mental lapse can cause something, because they're on the top tier, they're at the best of the best. So I think it's one of those things where maybe, you know, something was off in his day to where that just split-second decision didn't go his way, and then all of a sudden, here we are, laid out on the ground. I think there's a couple more views of it, so let's watch it through. Nobody likes to.
Gets a big
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
The old flying W.
Air to it, 10 to him. Remember, I noted the ruts right here,
Oh.
here at the bottom.
Yeah, so he really tried to soak that thing up too. I'm gonna try.
Sometimes
to
when
pause
you
it.
soak it up and it kicks you. Did the seat hit him in the butt? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the eject right there when the seat hits you in the
I
butt.
just don't think he expected the face to be so abrupt at the bottom.
Yep.
He's trying to scrub speed off of that, and if you see in the video when you got it up on the screen here, there's ruts across, all the way across the bottom, which lets you know that it was soft only in the bottom, but the actual jump was hard.
Yep.
So it got square, you're pushing dirt in and then hitting a steep face. And at that speed, even with the suspension settings that they have, still real dangerous in that. And when you endo and jump off the bike, you're going another 10 feet further, which is why he found found himself smacking the next jump rather than landing it down. It's all bad. I don't like to watch this crash.
My palms are getting sweaty.
Yeah, my palms are sweaty. We're gonna end it on this. We're glad Kenny's made an awesome comeback. He's one of my all-time favorite riders to watch. I think his technique is phenomenal, and seems to be a real nice guy.
Exquisite
And
technique.
he's like an athlete, man. I saw this video the other day of
dude,
him.
his calves. This guy's got some calves. Let me tell you. I seen
you see the
him.
video?
I seen him on the ski erg.
If you enjoyed this episode, we actually only have one other one over here, but you can check that out. We've got plenty more to come, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. You can check out our how-to video, or our how-to channel, which is just The MX Factory, and our Instagram is @The MX Factory. We'll see you guys next time.